Hello everybody, it's the Carpetier, and I'm back again with a Steven Universe vlog, and today's episode is an off-location special one, because I'm in LA like I said I would be the other day. Oh boy, it's gonna be great. But today's episode is Too Short to Ride, and in this episode, Peridot gets a little iPad sort of thing from Steven, and she gets all kinds of obsessed with it, and it kind of reminds her of her old limb extensions and all those little crazy things she used to have with her, with her body armor, I guess you could call it. And so then Amethyst and Steven and Peridot go to Funland, and they play all kinds of, games, but when they get to a ride that's, shh! I'm making internet history with my amazing videos, Mom! Oh my gosh! Hashtag YouTube life. Unreal out here, my guys. My God, Mom, stop. They're gonna know I have a mother. Anyway, I don't really have a mother. I'm a test tube child. Anyway, so, Peridot's too short to ride. The ride, they're all too short to ride, but Amethyst and Steven can shapeshift and get taller, but Peridot can't do that, so she kind of sits out and she's all sad. And then they do another game, a ring toss game, in which Amethyst has to manipulate her shapeshifting powers again to win a prize. And Peridot's all kinds of grumpies because she can't use her shapeshifting abilities. She doesn't have shapeshifting abilities, or if she does, she doesn't know how to use them. And so then Peridot gets all emo and angsty because her little iPad has Tumblr on it or something. And she goes, and Steven and Amethyst are going to teach her the ways of shapeshifting. So they go to the beach, and they do all kinds of fun montage stuff, but to no avail, because Peridot still can't shapeshift. Oh, geez, what are we going to do? Well, Peridot's too into her iPad to listen to Amethyst, because it, reminds her so much of her old limb extensions. So Amethyst takes it, she tries to throw it in the water, but it doesn't work, because Peridot is Magneto. In real life, Peridot is Magneto. It's 100% canon. Because now she has metal shifting powers. Or maybe not metal shifting, maybe just telepathic powers, because I don't know if the rings that they were using to throw on the bottles were made of metal or not. I'm guessing they were, because Steven said it's metal moving powers. So now Peridot's Magneto, and it's 100% canon, and it's 100% true. And everything about it is true, and nothing I just said is a lie. And so Peridot goes back to the ring toss game, and she wins this prize she wanted. And that's it. It's pretty simple. And overall, I thought this one was pretty good. It was better than the Deadbeat Dad one. But last night's episode was really hard to top. The Mr. Greg one was pretty hard to top. And this Mr. Greg was obviously, I wouldn't say a magnum opus, but it was meant to be like a super special episode. With all the effort and the stuff put in, it was meant to be like the Steven Universe event of the year. And this one, while it wasn't an event of the year or anything, it was still, I think, a worthy follow-up to last night's episode. I just overall thought it was a really, really good episode. In terms of the character building was really good. There's some really good parts of Mr. Smiley, which is weird because they never use him, and I think he's actually really funny, but they never use Mr. Smiley. But they do in this one, and it's great, and everybody is happy in the end, especially me. And there's some really good jokes about him just trying to run the amusement park. There's a good onion joke in there all around. Good job with Mr. Smiley, because I like Mr. Smiley. He's a cool guy. We cuzzo. And I really like, because you guys know that I don't like Amethyst too much, but I really like her in this episode. She really seems to care for Peridot. That's really nice to see. She really seems to care for Peridot a lot, which at the beginning, she didn't dislike Peridot. Obviously, there was that episode where she got really mad at Peridot, and then they made up because they're totally weird lesbians, but not really, because I don't ship any of the crystal gems together. That's putting that down for the record. You guys are weird. But I really like seeing Amethyst, even though in the past they've been a little bumpy. I like to see Amethyst, getting along, not in a character building way, because, I feel like the other episodes are sort of just mashing Peridot together with every other character and seeing how they react. In this one, they're kind of more used to each other, And I like that. I like that they show the characters used to each other hanging out, because obviously that'd be different than, introducing them to each other. I really like that personally. And overall, this is going to be a short vlog, but I can't think of too much else to say. I like the episode. It was alright. Good, good. Actually, the voice acting on Peridot's part, I don't know what it was this time, but it just really did something for me. I thought it was a lot of the lines she said were really funny, and I'm not exactly the biggest Peridot fan. I mean, I don't dislike her, but I don't really think too many of her lines hit the gold that every Tumblr #me, #same, #Peridot is literally me. People always doesn't hit that base for me. But this one, I actually really liked a lot of, especially when they're trying to pull Peridot apart. But yeah, overall, good episode. See you guys later. Bye.